Hello everyone! Today we're going to take a look at the full line of Apach AHM hand mixers. What does the name AHM mean? At Apach, all models are named one way or another for a reason. AHM stands for Apach Hand Mixer. We are used to calling them immersion mixers and immersion blenders. We have a very wide range, probably the widest on the market. Here we have 4 models, which represent the entry level, medium, so to speak, medium plus level in terms of performance, and the largest model in the lineup is also represented here. This is the smallest model in the Apach AHM lineup, 250. In general, what does the number in the model name mean? The first digits indicate the power of the motor. For example, 250 in this model means that the motor here is 250 watts or 0.25 kilowatts. Here we have, as you can see, 2 attachments. This is the knife leg. The knife here is a double knife, meaning it has 2 blades. Again, this is quite versatile, suitable for gastronomy and for many confectionery products. You can also crush dry foods. And the double combi beater, as you can see, it's thick metal here. Let's talk a little bit about the electrical part of our machine. As you can see, in this model, we have a speed variator. The speed here is adjusted smoothly, from 2,500 revolutions to 15,000 revolutions. The whole Apach lineup here has a special system called SRS. It's a patented system that allows the internal electronics to see how thick the product is. Well, you could call it that. It sees, notices, and realizes how thick the product is. And depending on that, it delivers more or less power to our rotating tools. This allows the operator or chef to make sure that, for example, by selecting a medium speed and working with one type of product and then switching to another, the speed on the whisk or knives themselves remains the same. Here it is also interesting to pay attention to the ventilation system. It is quite effective here. There are 2 holes on both sides. This is the 350 model, i.e. AHM 350 V300. We've already looked at what we have the first digits in the name of any hand mixer model mean. Let's move on. So here we have 350. We already realized that this is 350 watts. Here the motor is more powerful, but it can be seen by the size of the case and the ventilation system. It is designed for a more intensive load. Next, as you remember, we have letters and numbers. The next letter in the name is V. It indicates that this is a model with a variator, that is, with smooth speed control. It is important to pay attention to the fact that in our line of mixers there are models with fixed speed, with 1 speed and with variator. This model is a variable speed model. And after the letter V, we see in the name that we have numbers too. In this case, it's 300. These numbers indicate the length of the leg. That is, here, the leg will have a blade length of 300 millimeters. By the way, please note that the knives come from the factory very sharp, so you can see in the shot that I've got a cut on my toe. Be careful. Don't cut yourself. And again, here we can see that we have a second attachment coming. This is a double whisk. Here it has an increased width, that is the diameter, and an increased length to work with deeper containers. This is the 450th model. We continue to go upwards. And here again we realize that 450 means we have an even more powerful motor, 450 watts. This model again, we have a combi version, so-called. So we will have the letter C at the very end of the name, that is C combi. This indicates that we will have a leg with knives, already familiar to us, and a double whisk. This model is particularly interesting because recently, models of roasting pans or cooking pots with a shallow depth have been gaining popularity. This means that manufacturers like Apache Cook Line and Apache Chef Line have shallow depth models in their lineup that require some type of grinding inside these pans to work with certain types of recipes. And since the depth is shallow, we need a powerful motor, but also not the longest blade leg. And here is just the 450 model B Trista fits perfectly for such tasks. And finally, this Titan 650 model HM 650. Here the application scenario is a little bit different. As you can see, and we don't need a speed variator, so it's a fixed 1 speed, 13,000 revolutions per minute. This is used already, typically either in manufacturing, factory kitchens, or centralized kitchens in chain establishments. Well, today we have looked at the whole line of Apache and HM, hand mixers that are really made in Italy, made with quality, and offer a solution for establishments with any needs for any volume of products produced.